house allowance is proportionate and is reasonable. And will certainly make our officers comfortable.
And by the way, I think there's something that needs to be clarified. You know, the decisions that have been made, especially on house allowance and the expenditures that we are going to incur on this, I need to say this very politely, my fellow Kenyans, because you are all my fellow Kenyans. We didn't sleep and wake up in the morning and say, abracadabra, this is it. No, we actually commissioned several studies and several surveys that have been done on this. And when the IG tells you the housing allowance has been looked at from the point of view, you know we have the SRC in place. We have civil servants who are in similar ranks and so on. There are so many considerations that have to be made. You cannot decide singularly and unilaterally an issue like a house allowance on how that is going to be done. All those factors have been taken into consideration. We had a completely scientific review of this and a review of the market before a decision was made on this. And I would hasten to add, with tremendous respect, very kindly, that, you know, our colleagues, if you read that report, and as we go along, we can actually even give you some of those survey documents, you read them, so that you can see that the journey to arriving at this destination where we are has been traveled with a lot of caution and a lot of consideration, as it were. So market surveys have been done in terms of looking at what would be, you know, a house allowance that can be paid and so on and so forth. So it is not a figure that has just been, you know, fixed just for the sake of it. And you know, in Kenya today, when you take decisions like those, you also have to look at the civil service and look at equal rank across the board. What are you going to do so that you don't disadvantage officers, as it were, or so that you don't provide house allowance in a scheme that does not exist. The schemes of house allowance are provided for in the public service, as it were. So we are guided by those kinds of considerations.
I have one last question.
Now on the uniform, the uniform we saw today is for general duty police. Those informed units will still put on their uniforms as they are as of now. Going forward, we plan to change the berets so as to distinguish one unit from the other. And as the CS said, this is a journey which we are commencing today, and our target is within the next 3 years we should be complete with this transformation.